Hey everyone, I'm Ian Baker, and today we're going to go over a 2021 Pioneer QB300. This is an awesome floor plan. It has a big quad bunk in the back, super slide over here to the side with a U-shaped dinette and a sofa. Plus, you get high-end amenities in a value-priced camper. Take a look at that, folks. You get solid surface countertops, just something you normally don't see at this price point. You'll also notice the undermount double bowl stainless steel sink. Now, I personally like a double bowl. I know it kind of goes back and forth, right? Some people like the big farm-style sinks, and I get that too, especially if you have like residential pots and pans. But this setup definitely does make it easier for washing and rinsing dishes. Both are good, but again, if you know, the double bowl definitely has its advantage when it comes to washing. Right up top here is some additional storage. I do like kind of what they did with the glass, a little bit more decorative instead of just being plain. Microwave over to this side. You have your hood with a light and fan, and right down below that is a 3-burner recessed cooktop with the glass cover, so you can utilize all that as prep space. Oven down underneath. I'll just kind of show you what you're working with. Not a huge oven, but not, super small either. Probably not going to fit a Thanksgiving turkey in there, but if you have, like a casserole, a bake, maybe a pie, something like that, you'll be good to go. And then you have 3 drawers, and that's wonderful because, I always say you have to have at least one functional drawer in a kitchen to make it, well, functional. But here you have 3 drawers, a little bit of storage underneath the sink. Honestly, probably not enough space for a trash can. Maybe if you get like a super tiny one, or maybe if you have like a triangle style one, but it might be a little bit tougher to fit in there. Right next to that, fridge, freezer combo. We'll open that guy up. You can see the amount of space that you have in there, so that's pretty good space, right? Decent cold storage. And then as we make our way to the back, right before we get into the bunk room is the bathroom. You'll see your foot flush lever toilet right there. Over to the side there is your sink top. So you have a good size countertop, storage space underneath that. You have a tub shower over to the side there, as well as your mirrored medicine cabinet. And then as we make our way back out, one of the things I like is this right here. Before you get into the bunk room, take a look at this. You have versatile storage. Now, these are removable shelves. The only thing I wish they would have done is put like a hanging rod in here. I know there's some other manufacturers that do that when you have removable shelves like this, and it just gives you that extra versatility. So if I want to hang clothes, there's already a rod there, right? I don't have to try to fashion one. So that's one of those things that, again, I wish they would have put in there, but definitely not a deal breaker. You have an actual pocket door. Oh, it's locked right up top here. But you have an actual pocket door that you can close off. So that way you get that additional privacy in the back, or more importantly, right, it's that separation. So I don't know about you guys, you at home watching, but for me, a lot of times the kids will go to bed before I do. I mean, the older I get, right, that gets closer and closer, but a lot of times I'll go to bed a little bit earlier and I'll still be hanging out, talking with friends, maybe watching a movie, something like that. And so with this, you can close that off. You can have them sleep right back here. And if you have littles, if you need to set up like a pack and play, you can close the door and you have a spot for them to nap. There's an electrical outlet here too. So a lot of times, right, because my youngest currently is 1 year old, and we'll just take a baby monitor. You can plug it in. You can have the baby monitor watching right here. And again, having this separate bunk room, especially with that door, just gives you that excellent sleeping space. Now, this one is a quad bunk. So you have one right up top here. You can see that folds up. That way, when you're sitting at the table, you're not hitting your head on the bunk itself. I like having a table in the bunk room too, because that way, if they want to, put a puzzle together, play a game, color, anything like that, they have the ability to do so. Across the way is your single bunk, 200-pound weight capacity there, right underneath the nice big wide bunk. So, if you're, if you have a little bit bigger kids, that bottom one is great. Even that top one though is pretty wide, which is good. So I like having that space right in there. Now, if we move around to the side here, we'll see that you have a super slide. And in a super slide, you get a U-shaped dinette that is nice and big. The cool thing about this, here, Lumen, you want to hop right up there, sweetheart? Everyone watching, this is my middle daughter. You want to say hi? There we go. All right. So as far as space, you can see here, right, if she's sitting right there and I'm over here, we still have a ton of space. I mean, we can easily fit 2 or 3 more people right in here. And the table is large enough as well that everyone has a spot for their plate. A lot of times when you have a U-shaped dinette, the table is really small. It's not super functional, and that is not the case here. So I definitely like the larger table. The other thing that's great about a U-shaped dinette is it does create a much larger sleeping space. So, you know, if you're looking for another bed, right, another bed option, especially if it's an adult, this makes a really good one right here. That table drops down. You can sleep one adult here very easily, two adults if they're okay snuggling up. Now, another thing I like that Pioneer did is they changed some things for the 2021 year. And part of that, you can see right up here, is the light fixtures, right? They kind of went with like that farmhouse style look, and a lot of their lights, you'll see on the side of the slide, they have like a shiplap looking wall board. The slide fascia, they lightened up. You'll see that that is two different colors here. So they did a really good job kind of all throughout of modernizing what you're seeing in the RVs. You also see over to the side, this is a jackknife style sofa. Now, great thing about a jackknife is if we lift this up, you can see all the storage there underneath. And while we're looking here, one of the things I want to show you is underneath. This is another one of the big changes for the 2021 Pioneer, is that they got rid of carpet and they put in like this nylon weave, which is super easy to clean. You'll also see this where that center drops down, kind of gives you pseudo theater seating, right? Lumen, you want to hop right over there, sweetheart? So just like this, if we want to sit and watch TV, we want to have movie night, you need a spot for your lovies, right? Your stuffed animals, there you go. Now they have a seat too, don't they? And everyone can be sitting right here. We can watch TV, and you have okay, and you have a great view to it. Yes, cup holders. They work perfect, huh, sweetness? And then as we take a look at the entertainment center itself, again, you kind of have that shiplap wallboard. So in the event you don't want a TV, it still has a good look to it. Now, this is something I know a lot of people have been clamoring for. What you'll notice is they actually have an HDMI input. I know it's one of those things. Hey, it's 2021. They finally did it. But there we go. Hold on a second, sweetness. So from the multimedia center right into here, you can plug that into the TV, and it is good to go. This also has an HDMI input on the front there, so if you have an auxiliary piece of equipment like a Blu-ray player or something like that, you can plug it in and watch it. Now, if we go up into the bedroom, last thing we need to hit before we go outside, there are a couple things I really like about the bedroom they have done as well. What's that, sweetie?
There's two spaces you can get in, that side or this side.
That's right, yes, both sides open, and the reason it does that is because that, you know, we're going to have one person sleep on either side of the bed, and there's not a lot of space to walk around the base of the bed, so they have it so you can get in and out on both sides. Now, another thing I like, if you take a look at the wardrobes, not only is it mirrored, but more importantly, you have this right here. So what you can do is you can put a CPAP machine right there, or you can put your cell phone right there. It's better than a shelf because you're not going to have to hit it in the middle of the night. It's off to the side. All your hoses for your CPAP can come through. You can reach in, grab your phone, whatever you need to do, and you can still hang clothes up there. Plus, you have the additional storage right up top. And speaking of storage, as you would probably suspect, right underneath the bed is an additional large storage area.
And it has wood on the top.
It has what?
Wood.
Wood on the top. Yes, it does. And as we take a look at the outside, you will see right up front a power tongue jack. And I really like this just because it makes it so much easier to connect and disconnect from your tow vehicle. Behind that are your two 20-pound propane tanks and rails for your battery. You'll see there is plenty of room there that if you want two batteries, you have the space for it. You'll also notice, it's kind of tough to see, but this one does have the enclosed and insulated underbelly, which helps keep out a lot of road grime and also will help keep things a little bit warmer in the colder seasons. Right up front, diamond Dutch plating in the front, or the diamond plating rather, sorry, helping to keep that protected from rocks and debris or anything else gets thrown up by your tow vehicle. And you'll see the smooth, you can see the difference, right? From the old Pioneer right next door compared to the new one. You can see how they went to this smooth aluminum on the front, and I think it's a huge change. Not only do I like it from an aesthetic standpoint, but also it's easier to clean the flat aluminum like that, the smooth aluminum, than it is the ribbed. Coming around to the side, they have increased the storage space. If you take a look at that, you will see just how big that is. So big storage compartment up front for some of your larger items like grills, chairs, whatever else you need to throw up there, pool noodles, who knows, but you have the space for it. You can see the power awning, just touch a button to roll that guy out, same thing to go right back in, has an LED light strip on there too. Also power stabilizer jacks, touch a button right there, and that will raise and lower those stabilizer jacks so you don't have to do it manually. Getting in super simple thanks to the More Ride Step Above step system, and it is very sturdy. I mean, I'm 200 pounds, I can hop up and down on here and the steps don't flex. You also get the larger grab handle, so that way you have more control when entering and exiting, and you have a little grip tape there so you have traction if it's a little wet out like it is today. Need a place to hook up your TV, that's what you have here. Electrical outlet, you have your cable outlet, black tank flush so you can easily wash out the black tank, and your freshwater tank fill will be located there. As we make our way to the back, right back here is your bumper. Now you'll notice a couple things. One of the major ones is the fact that you have your tailgate storage system on there. It's a wonderful system, so you can drop that down and you can put, you know, coolers, totes, firewood, whatever else that you need to put on there. That one has a 200-pound weight capacity. Now, bear in mind, you do have to subtract the weight of the tire, but still, you know, you're well over 150 pounds you can put on that, which is fantastic. Right up front is backup camera prep, or sorry, right up top. So if you want backup camera, that is, it's already prepped for it, a little bit cheaper to install. Outside shower with both hot and cold water access. It's very easy to get to right here on the off-camp side. City water inlet will be located there. And lastly, your 30-amp detachable power cord will plug in right there. All right, folks, and that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2021 Heartland Pioneer QB300. If you're interested in this awesome family bunk model and you would like pricing and availability, simply click on the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.